Hi everyone, my name is Maxim and I'm the CEO of MarketsView. This video is going to touch on one of the techniques of the technical analysis which some of our analysts use in our reports. Let's distinguish first between fundamental and technical analysis. Technical analysis is the analysis based solely on the past prices. So the only information you use there for your analysis is the past prices of a stock. The fundamental analysis, on the other hand, uses other valuation metrics, and an example of fundamental analysis is the PE ratio, which we've seen in the previous videos. Okay, the technique of technical analysis I want to talk about today is called moving averages. It's a very complicated technique if you're not aware what a moving average is, but I'm going to briefly touch on it. So moving averages show you how the price changes. You can have a moving average for different periods. You can have monthly moving averages, yearly moving averages, 5-yearly moving averages. Normally what you would do is compare a short-term moving average, let's say 3-week moving average, to long-term moving average, say 20 weeks moving average. And these moving averages can help you decide when to go into the stock market and when to get out of it. I'm going to talk today about something called a golden cross. A golden cross is when the short-term moving average crosses the long-term moving average, so it goes above it. If a short-term moving average is above the long-term moving average, you may find it interesting to go into the stock market as the momentum is positive and you may gain some profits when the short-term moving average is above the long-term one. This means that at the moment, the stock is above what it normally is. Then, when the short-term moving average goes down and crosses the long-term moving average again, this is the point where you may exit the stock market to collect all the profits you had while the short-term moving average was above, and leave the market as the short-term moving average will now go down. So you bought it at a kind of a low when the short-term moving average crossed the long-term moving average, and you sold it at kind of a high when they crossed each other again. To demonstrate the technique of moving average, I'm just going to take a short data set and show you how we work with that data set. That data set will consist of 6 numbers, and I'm just going to show you how we compute the moving average. So, to get the 3-day moving average, we take the first 3 closing prices, 16 plus 15 plus 15.5, and divide that by 3. To get the next one, we take the closing prices from days 2, 3 and 4 and divide that by 3 as well. To get the next one, we take the closing prices from days 3, 4 and 5 and divide that by 3. We do the same process for the 5 days moving average. So we take the first 5 closing prices and divide them by 5. And to get the next 5-day moving average, we take the closing prices from days 2 to 6 and divide that by 5. You should now be aware of how to calculate moving averages. Now, after this demonstration, you know how to compute moving averages. You know how to use that technique to decide when to enter and exit the market. We also call that market timing, when you try to enter at the right point in time and exit at the right point in time to increase your returns as much as you can. And you are now aware of what a golden cross is, as we sometimes use that term in our reports. I hope this video has helped you to understand some of the analysis presented in our reports better. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for the following videos.